Look at the forecast. If you're going to get out for a dog walk tomorrow, it's going to be challenging because we've got rain on the way. This storm system, the heart of it is traveling into the Pacific Northwest, the same pattern that we've seen so many times over the past several months. But the difference is this one's just a little farther south, so it's sending moisture towards the coast of Northern California, and that is going to make its way into the Bay Area as well. All we've seen so far is a couple hundredths of an inch of rain around Santa Rosa. That was right around noon, and a few sprinkles in eastern Solano County. That activity's already moved out, but the bulk of the moisture is getting closer to us. It's knocking on the northern border of Sonoma County, and we are going to see some showers moving through the North Bay as we head through the next few hours. That first wave of rain looks really impressive on Futurecast. This forecast model has a tendency to overdo the first wave of rain, but that doesn't mean we're not going to see rain. It's going to be moving in as we head through this evening and tonight. Scattered at first, but becoming more widespread as we head into tomorrow morning, which is why we're telling you to allow some extra time for the morning commute, allow some extra stopping distance when you're on the roads. Still likely dry at that point as we're getting towards the peak of rush hour around 8 o'clock for the Santa Clara Valley and inland in the East Bay, but pretty wet from the Central Bay northward. And we'll start to see some light showers making their way into those drier locations as we head towards late morning with steadier rain making its way farther and farther south. Still some rain on the radar for the evening rush as well. And the rain pushes farther south as we go past sunset tomorrow evening, finally tapering off. But the break from the rain is going to settle in for most of the Bay Area on Friday. Isn't going to be for the entire Bay Area. A few showers still possible over the North Bay during the daylight hours on Friday before another good chance of rain heads our way Friday night into Saturday. So let's add it up. This first wave of rain likely to only produce a few hundredths of an inch of rain inland in the East Bay and the Santa Clara Valley. But most of the Bay Area, 1/10 of an inch to a 1/4 inch. And then as you go farther north, where the rain is going to fall more heavily and for a longer period of time, close to a 1/2 inch of rain, even in some of the valleys of the North Bay. And this is just the first of several chances of rain. We add more on top of that on Friday night into Saturday. This one looks like it's going to push a little bit farther inland, so maybe close to a 1/4 inch of rain once you add the two systems together. But there's going to be a third one. Doesn't look too impressive Monday night into Tuesday, but at least some scattered showers. And that puts us up close to a 1/2 inch for much of the Bay Area, even over an inch of rain possible for parts of the North Bay over the course of the next 6 or 7 days. And still another chance of rain by next Wednesday night into Thursday. It is going to help to wash some pollen out of the atmosphere, so we briefly drop to the lower end on the pollen count tomorrow and again on Saturday when the rain has freshly moved through. But as soon as it does, then those plants are going to be in full pollen production mode with dry weather on Easter Sunday. Pollen count is going to be back up into the medium-high category. Temperatures today, well, we're waiting on the rain. We see the cloud cover building as we look out from the Mark Hopkins Hotel. Downtown San Francisco reached 57, same temperature in Fremont, 55 degrees in Pacifica, 58 Santa Rosa, and low 60s for Concord and San Jose. All of these temperatures well below average, about 5 to 10 degrees below what's typical for the middle of April. Most of us are in the 50s right now, still clinging to 61 degrees in San Jose. That's temporary. Where the winds have died down, though, compared to 24 hours ago. Mercifully, we had a couple of gusty days, Monday and Tuesday. Now the strongest wind speeds at SFO, lower than 20 miles an hour, and those winds are going to continue to die down once the sun goes down. Temperatures tonight drop down into the 40s across the board. No 30s on the map tomorrow because of that blanket of clouds holding at least some warmth near the ground. Not that much warmth out there to begin with. We'll take what we can get. Temperatures tomorrow only rising up into the upper 50s and low 60s in most locations. The warmest spots will be where you have to wait on the rain a little bit longer, inland in the East Bay and in the Santa Clara Valley. Temperatures don't change a whole lot Friday and Saturday. Most of us do stay dry Friday before the rain moves in Friday night, continuing for about the first half of the day on Saturday. Any outdoor plans Saturday afternoon and evening? I wouldn't cancel anything yet, but still be flexible in case those showers hang on a little bit longer. It does look dry for Easter Sunday, just in time for the holiday, with temperatures returning to pretty much what's normal for this time of year. Then another chance of rain moving in Monday night into Tuesday. That one looks like it's going to be pretty light, but we'll take it, especially with another rain chance following it up Wednesday night into Thursday.